He sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. But I'm not talking about Santa Claus. Today, we're talking about Krampus! What is up? Back, Dave Confused. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. Today, we're in a little bit of the Christmas spirit. It's December. Christmas is coming up. It's the holidays. And who else better to bring forth during the holidays than the half goat, half demon friend of Santa Claus, Krampus. So I got interested in Krampus a couple years ago when the movie Krampus came out. Now, I know it's one of many Krampus related films, but this one in particular was actually, I thought, really well done. It's like a Christmas fantasy horror movie based on a family that's so not in the spirit of Christmas and everyone's behaving just awful, and Krampus comes and just sets them straight. You know what I mean? As one does. Sometimes you gotta go to someone's house and set them straight. Don't do that. I don't condone that. But let's go into the origins of Krampus, and then I can tell you a little more about the character. In Central Europe, there is folklore that Krampus rides alongside Saint Nicholas, being Santa Claus, and when Santa congratulates the good kids by giving them gifts and presents for being good all year round, Krampus kidnaps and beats and chains up the bad kids. Now, being a parent, I think this is genius. This is absolutely genius. Can you imagine growing up and be so afraid to do anything bad because you think a goat demon is gonna literally come kidnap you from your family and chain you up because you were bad? Europe, man. Europe. And yet, these kids nowadays are still being bad. Maybe we should bring Krampus into just everybody's holidays. Doesn't matter what you celebrate, just bring in Krampus, and then there's gonna be no bad kids, ever. Just Krampus is gonna just keep everybody in line. You know what I mean? And actually, in some countries in Europe, they have a Krampus Parade, where several people will dress up like Krampus and run around and scare kids and adults at the parade and pick fights with people and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can actually go online and look up the Krampus Parade from several years, and the costumes that these people put on are not only really amazingly done, but the character, the persona that they put on when they're Krampus is just insane. Now, there are other origin stories of Krampus that are a little lesser known. Some say Krampus is part god and actually is believed to be some sort of patron saint for witches. But there is 17th century writings that are extremely religious in the Christian faith that do involve characters and figures that resemble Krampus. But I believe the main origin story of Krampus is he is known as Saint Nicholas's shadow, as in the dark side of Santa, the more evil side of Kris Kringle.
I knew it. Krampus, vile enemy of Christmas.
Can you imagine anywhere you go, you just go to work and you just have a demon that's literally attached to you that just says awful stuff every time you say something nice? Oh, hey Sharon, I really like that jacket. And your demon's Sharon, that's the stupidest jacket I've ever seen. Sharon, that's the stupidest jacket I've ever seen. So, obviously, because this character has never been photographed, the overall appearance of Krampus deems to change kind of where you are in Europe and who you may be talking to. But the main essentials that make up Krampus are, he's part goat, so he has the goat horns and the longer face. His feet are hooves, and he has hands like a demon. So he's got long fingers and giant knuckles, and and, you know, long fingernails that are sharp and pointy like witch hands. He's usually very hairy with dark fur and has goat-like eyes, but sometimes they glow green. That would be very, very difficult to play hide and seek when your eyes glow green. That, you want to get rid of Krampus? Just be like, if I beat you in a game of hide and seek, Krampus, you're out of here. And you'd win, because he's got glowing eyes. Another weird thing about Krampus is that he's usually carrying some sort of chain. And the chain is a symbolic reference to the devil being chained to Christianity. The chain in itself is very relevant in the readings of the Catholic Church. So they say, essentially, that is the reason why Krampus is always carrying or dragging giant chains with hooks behind him. He also carries almost like a bouquet of birch branches. And the reason for this is when he catches kids misbehaving, he beats them. He beats them with birch branches. Now, again, I am a parent. I don't necessarily agree with this. Like, I'm not gonna like if my son like knocks over a photo, I'm not gonna be like, don't make me get the birch branches. Don't. Ooh. Yeah, Krampus is kind of a weird dude. You know what I mean? So let's get to like brass tacks with Krampus. Basically what he does is he finds misbehaving children, kidnaps them, and brings them back to his lair. Some stories say that he keeps them chained up until they grow into full adults before they're released. That way, they've had their entire childhood to rethink their bad decisions. Other stories say that he takes them back to his lair and he eats them. I mean, why not, right? Others say he brings them back to his lair because within his lair is the one and only transport directly to hell. So these kids can stare the devil right in the face. When did Christmas get so cheery? Oh my gosh! Well, I hope this video brought you a little bit of Christmas cheer because, you know, if you're not cheerful, I know who's gonna come get you. And his name begins with a K and ends with a Krampus. Well, this should give you another reason to be good on the holidays and let your kids know that they can be kidnapped just for messing up one time. Well, it's that time again. We put a member of the Confused Army on blast, and that member is Kitty Angels. Thank you for commenting. I really enjoy reading them, and I super appreciate you being here. Well, that's it. We're at the end of the video. Thank you for being here and talking to me about Krampus. If you have any stories or weird traditions that you do during the holidays, leave them in the comment below. So here we are again, and at least your dogs aren't Krampus. You thought I was going to say werewolves. I said Krampus.